Welcome everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage tonight, and this game starts the elimination round for the NBA Cup tournament. All teams won their respective groups, but only one can advance.
Yeah, this tourney can kind of sneak up on you. Suddenly, the intensity is much higher, and so are the stakes.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here, but he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah, and MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. James is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Stewart in at the 5. Roaming the paint. On offense, here are the Heat. Pass to Z. For 3. Good on the triple. Z's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Miami.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Champagnie coming off a solid outing against Washington. Here's Giddey. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Pass to Adebayo. Over Stewart. Adebayo with the bucket.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Here's Buzelis after the made shot from Z. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Hardy. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Hey, Kevin, the Memphis Grizzlies showing they are eager to make personnel changes early on still in the season. They're betting that Devin Vassell can make an impact really at both ends. He's a prototypical wing with the length, athleticism, and skill, but he also plays with a low-key edge. He is a competitor. I think this is a really good pickup.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against the Timberwolves was terrific. He scored 48 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Shot by Champagnie, no good. Here's Z. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. 15. And it's 9 points for Z.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
Here's Stewart. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Z. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Stewart passes to Giddey. Hits it from three-point range. Giddey's got 5 points so far.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Z. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Z, good.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Heat out front, leading by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some changes. Bam Adebayo comes in for Jones. And Z subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And Chicago also making a switch. Harrison's checked in. So with James on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Dunn is out there with John Collins. Then there's Jordan Poole, and it's Booker in at the center position. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin, Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player, and I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer, back-to-back national titles in college, and then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. And I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly DA is a two-way threat.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
The Heat shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Achua comes in for Walker, and it's Hardy in for Hero. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Stewart's checked in for Booker. Buzelis comes in for Dunn. Josh Giddey's checked in for Poole. And James subbed in for Harrison. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Bulls. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And right now for Miami, they're rolling, and we expected that. Lots of talent. The chemistry is there, and so is the unrivaled production.
GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
There's a screen by Achua. They get it again. A dunk by Achua.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on them now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Stewart kicks to Giddey. Can they get it? A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Giddey's got 9.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Z, good.
He's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Pass to Buzelis. Giddey kicks to James. Lock at 6. And here's Collins. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. The shot missing. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Bulls trail by 14. Ball stolen. In transition, here comes Miami. And it's Hardy with the jam.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Giddey finds Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Z. And a miss there on the triple. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Heat lead by 16. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And the absence of Giannis is something that changes your plans at both ends. Plus, several guys are going to have to level up.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Bulls.
Their defense has been trash.
And that concludes half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Z.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Precious Achiuwa. Z out there with Hardy. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Jaquez in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Here's Buzelis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization, is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Z. Right wing. Good ball movement here by Miami. No good on the triple.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Giddey, no good.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here. Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Pass to Buzelis. The three ball. And again, no good by Chicago. The Heat leading by 20. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Here's Z. That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
And he dunks it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow!
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Giddey. Tight defense on him. Count that one. Giddey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates. Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
James looking it over. Up again. It's hauled in by the Heat. Achua's got 8 rebounds in this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
He had a nice open look right there. Hardy's got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Dan. Call time here. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
So for Chicago right now, they've got James. He's out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Stewart in at the 5. And that one's good, James.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
McDaniel sets a screen for Walker, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
McDaniels kicks to Hero. Here's C. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. They get it back. Stewart. That misses off the backboard. Miami has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Here's James. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. Takes it from 10. It's not going to go for him.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Miami.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Z.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are firing on all cylinders.